Hey everyone, my name is Alberto, but you can call me Storm, and welcome. We're gonna be playing some Minecraft. I do have a few things that I do want to just talk about, like one announcement, and then just, you guys ever play with friends on Minecraft and have that moment where you're having a conversation and you're just doing mini parkour so you know how deep that conversation is? I was just thinking, like, what if we just do like a regular, normal, like, peaceful world, you know, just to have a little chat. I have an announcement that I wanted to make coming up June, and when I hop in the game, but yeah, other than that, it's just gonna be super chill. I generally don't have anything planned, so as you can see, I have installed some mods over here, and that's generally just to make, you know, the game look nicer, look prettier, just some quality of life. It's very vanilla plus. It's not anything crazy, but in the future, if you guys want me to do a mod pack world, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Okay, so here we are. Look how this world looks. I like it. This is my Jolene skin, and I started with a bonus chest, and I also did put, you know, keep inventory just in case, you know, I die, because like I just want this to be a really peaceful game, you know. I'll put in my offhands. There we go. And right here we have an apple, stone pickaxe, an axe, wood, and a P3020. Alright, so now that we have that, I might as well take the chest, you know what I mean? Okay, let's make a crafting bench. Have all my food here, and we think we should be good. It's very windy. I actually do like the mods that we have so far. Okay, I will turn down the volume just a tad bit. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna get it right off the bat. I just want to tell you guys that I will be planning a... Cool. I will be planning a charity live stream around my birthday. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be exactly on my birthday. It is, you know, how birthdays are. But I want to be doing a charity live stream to bring money and awareness to the Trevor Project, the Trans Lifeline, and the Forney Project. You know, it's in the middle of Pride Month, and let's be real, this bum-ass administration is not going to do anything for, you know, any of these queer youth. And one thing to know about me is that I actually am a member of this community, at least in terms of, not trans, but, piggies. Not trans, but I am pansexual, or just general queer. And, hello? It's an interesting structure. Huh. Alright then. Free furnace. Let's go. But, yeah, I've had a very, very strange, let me just take a peek. Oh, perfect! Got another weapon. Anything here? I'm worried about these things. I don't want the sensor to go off. And it went off. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm off. I'm gone. And so, it was a weird moment of my life when I came out. You know, growing up in a Christian household and having Hispanic family, being born in Puerto Rico and all. It was not a realm that I was familiar with or had anyone to really talk to about. But I think from a very young age, I had weird feelings about, like, I guess confused feelings, to be honest, what it was called, about liking boys, I guess. And, grab some of this coal. That one's been naughty. I've never seen that achievement. This is cool. Lump of coal. Okay, I don't know what I'd do with this. But yeah, I really didn't have anyone to talk to about this, and it was taboo when I tried to bring it up to anyone, so I kind of just brushed it off. But ever since I was young, like, if I had feelings like that, I would have to push it down, I guess, or hold it in. And, like, I don't know. It felt wrong to hold it back, I would say. I don't know how to use my terminology here, but Where should I go? I wish I had like a map mod, you know, like a mini map on the side. Do I? No, I don't. And, I don't know. Ever since I started getting older, and going to health class and all this stuff, and being aware of queerness and LGBTQ and men liking men, women like women, and then eventually like discovering outside of the binary, I was just at an existential crisis at that point, because I'm like, I don't know. I'm low-key a hopeless romantic. I'm low-key a hopeless romantic, and, I guess... Okay, anyways, I always thought about, like, true love and all that stuff, and, like, kind of, you know, from Children of Transylvania, the Zing, and all that, and it's a lava pit. I always thought, like, if the person that I'm attracted to is not a woman, as I was growing up to believe, then it's like, how am I gonna limit myself to just that kind of thing and be an unhappy life? And that always scared me, is living a life that someone else bestowed upon me and I feel nothing for, or at least you know, it feels wrong to me. So I had discussions. I started getting friends that are in the community, and this is a windy-ass forest. I guess I am near snow, so that's where that's at. I should probably build a shelter, you know what I mean? See, that should be base Minecraft, honestly. I don't want to have to do all that. And yeah, after a bit, and after a lot of contemplation, I just came to the conclusion that I don't think that gender should be a restriction for me. You know? Just, if I like someone, I'm gonna like them for just how they are as a person, not what they identify as, or, you know? So, that's essentially the story of how I came out. I have a lot of people that, well, that helped me out during this path, and I'm extremely grateful. I'm still talking to those people. Whoa! Did I hear something? He's reaching! Since I've started this YouTube career, I think I've mentioned this a lot in a post. I genuinely just wanted to create community. Kind of like the heroes that I watch, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Game Grumps, Smosh, all those guys, they build a community of, you know, good fans, hopefully good fans, but it's just a safe space, and whoa, hacks no. It's a really safe space, and I'm extremely, like, happy that that kind of environment exists. So I could cook these. I don't want to kill the piggies. Oh, perfect. I will kill these guys. Okay, anyways. But in terms of the community, it's essentially what they do with the platform. Everyone knows Jacksepticeye does Thanksmas every December, which is really nice. He has a bunch of casts just to, you know, it's a whole charity stream of whatever charity was that year. And last year was mental health, and that's genuinely, like, especially, listen, after 2024's election, like, I think we genuinely all needed that breath of fresh air. It's hard to distinguish whether it's Minecraft sounds or real life sounds, you know? Oh, fire! Something there. Let's head over. But, oh, actually, you know what? Perfect. This is great. This is nice. I like this. I wish I had a bed, but got potatoes. So yeah, because I aspire to be just like those... Oh, perfect, there is a bed. Let's go. So because I aspire to be just like those guys, and those good people. I want to immediately start with whatever platform, very small platform. I do appreciate all of you, but as of right now, I'm very tiny. I want to use it to, you know, help each other out. If this bum-ass administration is not going to do anything for queer youth, trans youth, I want to do something. I'm still working out the kinks, and I will make a separate video discussing in detail how things are going to work out. But literally any kind of contribution would help, even just, you know, putting the name out there, or just talking about it with multiple people would be phenomenal work. But since I'm working out the kinks, I will announce it, like, maybe in the middle of May or something like that. You know, use the space. I do like holding lanterns more than I like holding torches. I'm just weird like that. I'm still trying to, you know, try to reach what output I can have. Maybe like a TikTok stream as well connected. I'm debating on Instagram. Definitely YouTube and maybe Twitch. But yeah, generally any kind of contribution helps. It doesn't even have to be money. Just putting the word out there and spreading awareness and, you know, helping each other. That's generally what I want to do. Why am I holding it like that? But that's generally what I want to do, is be the inspiration that I was inspired by. You know, helping each other out. Just not all this conservative, all this MAGA shit that's going on. I want to do something, you know? And, you know, contributing is difficult on my own, since I'm currently, I was gonna say in between jobs. I'm currently unemployed. I'm just gonna say how it is. And where was that fire from before? I genuinely can't... I genuinely can't remember, where the hell I was coming from. I'm gonna assume it's this way. Maybe I'll... Oh, fuck. I don't want to get packed snow, though. I'm just gonna... Anyways, so... yeah, that's essentially the update, the announcement that I wanted to make. Again, I'm gonna make a much more clear discussion, the whole video, I would say. Not something too long, but yeah, just fully discussing. As of right now, I have Celeste, Life is Strange, and Dream Daddy. And Dream Daddy is made by Game Grumps, so it'll be pretty awesome. If you have any other recommendations, I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. Hopefully a long time, and hopefully we can make a good amount. But yeah. Oh, back to what I was saying before. I'm currently unemployed. I am honestly throwing a Hail Mary by trying to have a career in this. But yeah, I do have one very small source of income, and I'm not even sure how long that would last. So, you know, as of right now, I'm still not partnered. I'm, like I said earlier, very tiny, very tiny channel. But I am, like, already having a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Already am having a lot of fun, just, like, picking any game, trying to be entertaining. I know I'm not perfect. I know might be annoying or even boring at this point, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to get the criticism, get the motivation. Anything just to improve this kind of thing, because, like I said, for a long time, as a kid, I've always wanted this kind of career, and I've always wanted to build a space. Just having a space is it just sounds awesome to have. Ooh. Yeah, I genuinely have no direction on what to do in this. I'm just having that discussion. You know, I did have some mods that build structures and all that stuff, so we'll find loot like we already have. This would be much easier if I am able to talk to you guys, you know what I mean? I am very nervous on how the stream will turn out, to be honest, because long time ago, when I was in high school, I did try to do Twitch streaming. Please don't look up my name. I'm not good. I was not good. The very few people that I have, like, I do really want to see how you guys feel. I really want to talk to you guys, but and hopefully you see some new guys. But like, I don't know. What is this? What's iron? I really do just want to learn from you guys and like be able to communicate and just already have the community before I can have a partnership. I really do want to make this a full-time career. Eventually, this is the goal. I'm throwing a Hail Mary just by having this and another small source of income. I do have... Ooh, Paquita. I have worked previous jobs that I thought I liked at first, but I guess... Oh, it saves the digging thing. That I thought I liked at first, and then, I don't know, it just burns out, comes out way quicker than, like, I expected it to be. You know, this is something that I genuinely do want to create with. Like, Mark made a whole movie. Jacksepticeye's producing a movie of Bloodborne. I'm genuinely so excited about that. Ooh, I'm breaking. Could be useful. But what, you know, the things that they do with this kind of creativity and this kind of platform, like, that's what I'm trying to go for, you know? Weakness? How would I get that? Mending? Hello! And, yeah, I have some online friends, that have used their platform to, you know, spread awareness for stuff, like supporting Palestine during St. Patrick's Day. That was pretty cool. And I want to get to those points, you know? I feel like I'm capable of getting there, and I'm capable of having people that care enough to help the youth, help fight genocide, fight ICE, all that type of stuff, because, man, it genuinely does suck. Just going on my phone, going on TikTok, and seeing, like, horrific shit happening, and feeling like I can't do anything. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like, everyone's always gonna be telling me to, hey sheepies. Everyone's always gonna be telling me, like, oh, well, you gotta supply for yourself, you gotta get yourself some money, you gotta, you know, live the best life that you can and all that. But it's like, I don't know, I want to be able to help. I want to be able to do stuff. And I want to be able to sustain myself as well, along with it. I was very scared to go to Pride last year because of, you know, we were going into... This is year one of this bum-ass administration. And I felt like something was gonna happen. Thankfully, nothing happened, and I was just overthinking it. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just worried, is all. Like, who knows if by December I'll get drafted or something like that, and, like, what I have to contribute is, you know, murdering for billionaires in Israel to commit more genocide and incite more greed and more heartache for the world. And it's like, I want to do something before that, if anything. And that's where I got the idea of just like, let's just do a charity live stream. You know, I already have enough of a platform. Is this netherrack? Ooh, ruined portal. Nice. Is there a chest here? Nice. Perfect. Can I drink this? What the hell? Ow. Can I drink this? Oh. I'm back to the church. I guess a message that I do want to say, since I am, you know, streaming for LGBTQ rights, is that the world is much better with you in it. Like, hands down, period, nothing else, no notes. Just stick around. I know it's feels like it's impossible, and it feels like it's just a losing battle. Like, the time I became an adult is when the world seems like it's about to end any day now. And not for anything worthy. It's just corporate greed, political greed, and god damn it, you need to be around. You need to be with us. I have many queer friends and many genderqueer friends outside of the binary and in the binary, and I generally don't know what I would do if they weren't in my life, or if they suddenly stopped becoming in my life. So yeah, I don't know. There's always the light at the end of the tunnel. I need to work on the way I speak things, because I'm just rambling. Ooh. My family is still religious. They're still Christian, especially my brother's been very kicking on the Christianity. I myself am agnostic, I guess more so atheist, but you know, I used to be a very devoted Christian when I was younger. I went to church every day. I read I studied the Bible. Like I was very devout. I think, me personally, whoops, no. My story is, I guess, I saw so much hypocrisy, too much of the things that are said to be bad in the church and from church is like happening, and it's like happening from Christians and Catholics and you know, Jewish folk and all that stuff. And it's like, I have nothing against anyone that follows a religion. Like, genuinely, just my thing is don't hurt anyone. Ooh, I think love thy neighbor is the biggest thing that I've seen. Not many. Let me make this preface. Many, not all, but many Christians I've noticed don't abide by, and it breaks my heart because everything I feel like I thought I knew just wasn't the case, and it wasn't preaching all that stuff. And I guess that kind of community did keep me in the closet for a bit. That hurt. It genuinely hurt. It felt like I had no one to talk to about this. I felt very alone and just confused because no one would talk about this kind of stuff. So eventually I just started picking up the philosophy, I guess, Absurdism by Albert Camus. And I don't think that there is an afterlife, because honestly the concept of having a paradise after you die just seems like your life is conditional. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing it for the sake of, you know, getting a reward afterwards, which is like, does that make you a good person? If you do things for the sake of getting something in return, I feel like that's exactly not being a good person. So, you know, believing that there isn't a reward afterwards and still doing good things for the sake of doing good things, I feel like that's what I'm trying to live my life like. You know, it becomes difficult every single day, and it's hard as hell to come to terms with that. I still think about it every day, but it's freeing, you know? There's no, to me, let me just preface this, to me, there isn't an imaginary old man that's over my shoulder telling me I have to live like this, live like this, live like this, or you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell. But being the master of your own universe, I guess. You know, I think the manosphere has kind of ruined that concept, I guess. If all there is Earth, which is what I think I believe as of right now. Again, I'm agnostic, so if all there is this, and there is no heaven and there is no hell, why not create heaven here? Why not make a better world currently? Why does it have to be after we die? After we cease to exist is when, you know, things get better. It's like, things can get better now. I think the most self-fulfilling prophecy is that things are bad. Like, things are bad and you do nothing after. Like, no shit. Obviously, if you're gonna not do anything about it, then guess what? Things are gonna stay the same. But if you are capable of doing, or capable of change, which I believe everyone is, then change it. If the world sucks, make it not suck as much. I still want to believe that, like, good prevails. I don't think that's exclusively a religious belief, but genuinely, I really do think it does. Again, I need to work on the way I speak and the way I present myself in videos. I have acting friends, which can be very helpful. I am taking classes for voice acting. I am taking classes on voice acting. I am, voice actors are another kind of field that I do appreciate a lot and admire the art of. I don't know. I want to eventually be able to create, have an art form. Ooh! God, I gotta stop jumping in the water if that's gonna happen every time. But yeah, people like Damien Haas, who has his own stuff, but also goes through Smosh and, voice acts a lot of stuff. He's currently Diego Brando, which is crazy to me. Stuff like, someone like that is who maybe I want to try to do with that kind of field. Ooh. Julio. Kinda want to go through that. I think I have the Terralith mod that makes this all big. It's huge. But, yeah. I generally don't know what else to talk about. Again, I have no script. I have nothing here purpose. I have ADHD, which is not gonna help me remember things. But I am kind of using the voice acting classes that I'm taking, to help me with this field as well. Because I am extremely introverted. I have social anxiety and just anxiety in general, and very low self-esteem. So when I'm editing and I hear my voice, I hate it. I hate it to death. I hate hearing my voice. I hate seeing my face. But I'm trying to work through it. Hopefully, if I ever do get a partnership or, any kind of support from PayPal, like I don't want to beg for money, but I could use to go back to therapy. I was been cut off a while back and probably get some medication just to, make things easier, I guess. Therapy shouldn't really be a cure, or even the medication. It's not a cure for anything, but it's a process. You guys know Vito. We made that repo video together. By the time this video is recorded, maybe we did more. But, he's going into the psychology field, and it genuinely is a field that needs to be talked about a lot more. Or at least, people need to acknowledge it more. Because I've heard so many people tell me, like, oh yeah, therapy's just not for me, or I'm not built for that. Those types of people deserve it extra more. Like, they extra need it. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, like, even if you believe, even if you believe that you think you're great, there's nothing wrong with you or anything like that, it wouldn't hurt to have another opinion. These people went to school, they took the GRE, they took all those tests to help you. It's to give you the tools to do it. So, let them help you. Is that diamond? Oh my goodness! Alright, let's set up shop a little bit. Yeah, essentially just, depending on your insurance as well, if you can't afford it, that is a very different field, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for yourself, Our first diamond. Let's go, boys. And girls, and people outside of the binary. I like just wandering through. It will get annoying when I get lost, but this playthrough, I don't know. Other than this video, this world is not gonna last, so this is just to chill out, have a very peaceful, non-confrontational, just nothing happening. I think it might be easier if I had a chat with me. Tune in for the stream. Have a conversation. Literally just show up. That's all it takes. The power of showing up is one of the most underrated things that a person can do. It may seem like nothing, but it genuinely can make or break a week. And so, either showing up for your friends, showing up for family members, anyone. Showing up for your partner. No matter what, it's always worth it. By the end of the day, you might think it's such an inconvenience. I was like, they'll understand all the stuff, but just seeing you in a crowd or seeing you present, I think that's... People don't talk about how much that means to people. It means so much to me when it happens, because I mentioned before how I have low self-esteem. I'm diagnosed with depression as well. To see that someone cares about me, like, keeps me around at least. And I know that sometimes it can't be enough. I know for me, sometimes it feels like it can't be enough for me, but I don't know, man. If I'm gone, my little brother's gonna be sad. My other little brother's gonna be sad. Like, my friends are gonna be sad. Hopefully, maybe some of you might feel sad. Ooh! And legitimately, like, every time I open the news, I feel like I feel like I shouldn't care enough to stay. And the nihilistic part comes out, and I'm just like, God, this is not worth it whatsoever. But I'm the biggest believer that humans are social creatures first and foremost. Of course, every animal wants to survive, but we also need each other to survive. I think that's why sanity's the whole thing, because having another is always much better than just being on our own. I literally am just rambling. So far it's just 50 minutes of footage, and just getting diamonds, so kind of want just something to happen. Like, legitimately something. Like, anything. I guess that's the thing. Waiting for something to happen just won't let things happen. But being the actual change that make it happen is what's gonna happen. So, I think that is one of my New Year's resolution at the start of this year. I know I'm talking about it, and currently in April right now. Is just do change, do things before even sometimes thinking about it at this point. You know, if I don't like the way my body is, then just work out, do something, eat healthier, find a way to do it. If I don't like the world, then contribute somehow, and literally anything, just to get you through it. The biggest thing with depression is that people always think it's sad. It's the big sad, you know? It just makes you sad for a whole week. It's really the nothingness. That's the worst part, in my opinion. It's the ennui, the boredom, the unmotivation. Is that even a word? I don't know. Being unmotivated. What depression wants to do is to do nothing. Is to stay in bed, to, you know, even if nothing is causing you to feel bad, it just wants you to stay. It just wants you to not exist, essentially. Like, not contribute to your life, specifically. And so, a way to combat it, even if you don't go to, you know, therapy, if you don't medicated, just something. Any kind of task, literally just getting out of bed. Just doing very, very small tasks. I don't know, making your bed even. Every single day that you contribute to yourself and are able to help yourself, that's fighting depression. That's fully, you know, you are bringing yourself closer to getting better just by doing something. You're actually fighting it. So, I guess that's my little PSA. And we found a village. Ooh. Wait, this is sick. Look at these structures. What? I guess some things I have been just avoiding for myself. You know, things that are just really, really scary. I don't talk about it much. I guess fully confronting it just confirms its existence, and nice. That concept just freaks me out for some reason. Because I have gone throughout my whole life just surviving through it, like as if it doesn't exist. But I feel like that's doing more damage than good, just because it's terrifying and it makes you uncomfortable to even think about. Maybe that's more than enough reason to talk about it and acknowledge it fully. For example, there is that monster that I keep avoiding. Every time it shows up, I don't talk about it. I know it exists, and I know it's nearby, but I never talk about it. I think it's time to. There you are. Come on, motherfucker. Huh. Well, there you have it. well, I guess I'll call it there. That was a cool victory. Sorry, I pointed a gun at you. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna edit this down a lot. I still have no scripts. I have no idea how to end this. But yeah, I will make a future video discussing the live stream that I will be having. Just being there. Just be there. Spread the word. That's all it takes. Alright? So, be good people. Don't be stupid. See you guys next time. Peace out.